was absolutely a treat. It was wonderful, and it's always such a pleasure to have a group sound from the first note, which I think is one of the tunes on the takes on the CD. Is one of the takes of I Hear a Rhapsody was our first time playing ever. And that's kind of rare to get that. Usually, you may have played some gigs and then come in and do the record. To actually have a documentation of the very first time you've actually even met musically as a group, and then to have it sound good like it did is a pleasure. One of the things I like so much about Lynne's playing is that she has the big picture in mind all the time as she plays, which is something that I think intuitively think of. It's not just now we're playing the head, now we're playing a solo. It's the whole shape. You know where the tune, you don't know where it's going to go, obviously. I mean, that's the beauty of jazz. But you have this overarching feeling of it being something as a whole. So it's in the moment, and yet it's unfolding, and yet you are conscious that there is an end somewhere, and you want to be sure to lead yourself and whoever's listening on that path together. And Lynne seems to always have that. I guess it's because she's such a great composer too. When you look at musicians who are not only great players but great composers, take somebody like Monk or certainly Duke Ellington or Count Basie, their solos are like compositions. Not that they're thought out at all, that they're completely of the moment and spontaneous, but they have that innate sense of composition built in. And so to play with her is very easy because I know we're all thinking of larger chunks than just what we're doing now. It's what we're doing now fitted in to the whole. The thing that's nice about playing with Lynne is that I really get to use pretty much the whole breadth of where I'm coming from playing extremely quiet and very sparse and very tonally to out and out hitting all the way and, stoking the heat, to playing swing, to playing straight eighth, to playing grooves and having it flow very effortlessly, and to have that organicness to the music. With her, it's amazing because she can play so sparse, which is great. And as a drummer, to be able to just, because I know that she's hearing the harmonics and the cymbals, which many people just blow right through, but I know she's hearing those. So I have to be conscious of how she's approaching things, especially in terms of voicings and voice leadings, because you don't want to lead her in the wrong place. It's almost like playing with another bass player. So it's challenging to make sure to have that all in line. She can create such a delicate atmosphere that to just put these sparkles in and colors, but it would be very easy to scratch it. So it's challenging, but it's good. I love it. She's wonderful. Like I'd said earlier, when having made some gigs with her as a trio, and seeing how she's had years and years to develop that. She had a very long-standing trio. And then to feel her kind of move into a newer direction by still playing trio, but with different musicians, and feel that start to change some of her, she's evolving, like hopefully we all are. Then to move into a quartet, and a quartet that contains Randy Brecker and George Mraz. I was excited about it, for sure. I think the audience would love this band because, well, first of all, everybody is accomplished on their instrument, of course. But, one of the beautiful things about this band is that even though everybody is obviously extremely technically proficient, that's not put before beauty. We really want the music to be beautiful. And it could be beautiful in its serenity, and it can be beautiful in its complete density. But everybody here wants to make beautiful music. Being in the studio this last week, everybody's attention to detail is there, And yet without having it lose that quality of of jazz, which for me is the vibe that carries through a tune or an album or a concert or a tour. You know, that is paramount. And this band definitely goes for the vibe. And that's what I think gets to audiences, you know, and I think some people lose sight of that. It's the complete vibe that you're bringing. I mean, these people are they're gonna feel what you're putting out. And this band, I believe, always puts out 100% from the heart. It's a pleasure to hear that, and then to be surrounded by that is, it's a real treat. You know, I'm looking forward to hearing this music develop. I'm looking forward to hearing it develop because it already sounds great with just doing the record and a concert. But like with anything, once the cats get their teeth into something and start tearing it apart, it's great. I think this music speaks to people in a very open way, and there's so much variety, and like I said before, but more than that, a heartfelt quality, which everybody has. I would think that people would love it. It's very honest. It's a very honest music.